Hey guys, welcome to Toe Tags Metal Reviews, and today we're going to be having our full album review of Decapited's Anticult. So, Vile, what did you think of this album?
Well, Mr. TV Fish. I don't know why I keep calling you Mr. TV Fish. What did I do that?
As opposed to...
Just TV Fish.
I don't blame you.
Whatever.
What do you
Anticult. All right. Anticult, I'm just going to say this album fucking slays, okay? This album is heavy, fast, aggressive, adrenaline pumping. It's just metal, okay? It's metal. This is, if I was going to describe metal to somebody, I would say just listen to this. This is metal. It's got a lot of highs. It doesn't really have many lows as far as stuff I don't like. But there's nothing unique about this album. Nothing stands out and makes this album or this band different or unique or special in any sort of way. I don't even really know what I'm trying to say here. All I know is that I like the album, but I didn't love the album. I listened to it a lot. There's a couple songs that I really like. The rest of the album was just kind of blended together. Didn't care if they were playing. Could have skipped them. Didn't matter. But the two songs I really liked are Kill the Cult. Easily the best song on the album in my opinion. That's top of the pile, bar none. And by quite a margin too. The next best song on the album is Angren, or Anger Lines. I can't remember if it's line or lines. Just one. Anger Line. That song's really good, but it's good for a certain part, and it's the scream when the first time he yells the word Anger Line in the song. I just love the way he screams it. It's just so raw and aggressive, and his voice just sounds so cool. The rest of the song's still cool, but it's just that one part that I really listen for. Death Valuation, track number 2, has the best solo on the album, but the song itself, I'm not 100% keen on. Still like it, still a good song, but like I said, Kill the Cult and Anger Line are the only two songs I really look forward to listening to when I'm hearing the album. The rest of them, I'm just like, okay, it's on, it's okay, it's in the background, but I don't really, it doesn't get me going, it doesn't pump me up, it's not something I'm like, okay, that was good, I gotta rewind that. It just was just background music to me. That's what it felt like. It doesn't seem like something that I would want to put on specifically just to listen to. And that is gonna weigh on the score that I give this. But before I give the score, obviously I'm gonna hand it over to you, Fish, and see what you think after listening to this album for a week straight. Let's see what you think.
I had actually some differing feelings about this album than you did. I thought this album was fantastic. I thought all of the songs had amazing stuff in it, kept me engaged, kept me just like, oh man, this is great. It's either thumping hard, gets me going,
okay,
or it has some chill elements. It has some ambient sounds, like I said last week about the guitars. Great stuff all around, I found. The one thing to mention is that the last track, Amen,
yep,
I felt was amazing as a song as itself, and especially as an ending track.
Yep.
It, you know, as we said, very doom metal-like, had energy, but you could feel it fade. And that's a good feeling for the end of the album. You went through the storm and now it's just the end. It fades out.
Yep.
So I felt that was really well done.
And I got no beefs with that. I got no beefs with how the album was laid out, and I thought all that was great. But anyway, go ahead.
One thing to mention is that, you know, last week when I talked about Earthscar at first, I felt like it was kind of generic because it, you know, sounded like the single because it was.
Yep.
And it, you know, I didn't really get the feelings for it there. But after listening to it for a week, it grew on me a lot and became another one of the songs I could just listen to.
I should say Earthscar, yeah. That's another song that I can
straightforward and enjoyably.
That's a really good song, yeah.
But, you know, like yourself, my favorite is Kill the Cult. That song is insane.
Not surprised, yeah.
Lots of energy, just, oh my god. Yeah. I feel that this album gives you exactly what you would expect when coming to Decapitated. Like, when you think about this band, it's not going to disappoint. If you're a fan of this band, you will like this album. You know, similar to a few of their past albums. And I thought this album was just fucking great.
I said it slays. That's how I describe it. It fucking slays. And I'm wearing a Slayer shirt by chance. But that's not. That's no reference to that. But yeah, it's it's a killer album. I can't deny that, but yeah, I don't know. Keep going.
Well, that's about all I got to say. I just think it's a great album. I think it's got tons of energy. It also has a lot of atmosphere to it. It's just fucking awesome. What would you rate it?
See, this is tough. It's tough for me because, the question is, do I give it a toe tag, right? I think it's a great album. I really like the album, but I don't think it's worth my toe tag, and I'm trying to figure out why. And that's what I'm having a hard time conveying, because actually you mentioned it one time when we were talking about how to rate an album and give it a toe tag. You said an album's got to take you somewhere. It's got to take you to a certain level.
Yes.
Right? And I agreed with that. An album's got to take you to a certain level. It's got to take you to a certain place, make you feel a certain emotion or something like that to actually be worth that toe tag. And as great as this album was, as epic as it was, it just didn't take me there. I hate to even say that because it was so good. This is a solid album, guys. It really is. But to me, it just blends in with the rest of my metal library. It just blends right in. It doesn't stand out. And when I look at this wall of metal, and I'm using that figuratively, but if I look at my wall of metal collection, and I see all these things that are standing out at me, all these things I've listened to over the years, all these albums get toe tags in my head, right? And then I see this, and it's not one of the ones that pokes out. It's just not. So with that said, I'm gonna just give it shy of a toe tag and give it a 7.5 out of 10. Can't give it a toe tag. It just
doesn't get there.
It just didn't get there, and I can't quite put my finger on why not. It could have been the lyrics. I tried looking up some of the lyrics, and they just weren't that good to me. I felt like if the lyrics were a little more thought-invoking, or I don't know, if the lyrics were just a little more interesting to me, I might have went, okay, these guys got some substance behind the songs, not just hardcore metal. There's actually some substance behind it.
From what I've seen, a lot of it is just kind of just anti-religion.
Yeah, anti-religion, a little bit of political stuff in there, like
a little bit on the generic side.
A little bit on the generic side, yes, the good way to put it. So with that said, yeah, I think if they had some more substance behind the music, I would have been able to say, these guys got something more to offer, at least this album, and I could have given it a toe tag. But no, 7.5 for me. So let's hear what you're giving this album.
Well, unlike yourself, you said the album didn't take you there. For me, it did. I felt this album, I listened to it, and it just invoked like the beast. Just like, oh my god, this is fantastic.
Invoked the beast.
It took me up there where any fantastic album would. I just loved it start to finish. This album gets my toe tag.
Wow. Okay, there you go.
So toe tag and just shy of
7.5. So
unfortunately, this album does not get up there.
Doesn't make the list of 2 toe tags.
But this is still a solid album. You guys should check it out.
Definitely.
Decapitated fans, you will love this album.
Non-Decapitated fans, if you like metal, hardcore, fast double bass,
definitely
crazy guitar solos, awesome vocals. I mean, it's a very well-rounded band. These guys are very talented.
Absolutely.
I mean, check it out. We definitely recommend it. It just doesn't go on the list of 2 toe tags. That's all.
Unfortunately. But anyway, remember to like, comment, favorite, subscribe for more if you liked it. I'm TV Fish.
I'm Wild Self.
We'll see you guys later.